There are 7 finalists in radio speaking. A finalist from Warren High School, Lily Zhu. In 6th place, from Richards High School, Dorian Maxve. In 5th place, from University High School Normal, Chelsea Coombs. In 4th place, from Wheaton Warrenville South, Grace Wright. In 3rd place, from Glenbard West, Mitch Bly. In 2nd place, from Hinsdale Central, Taylor Rasmussen. And your 2010 state champion in radio speaking, from DeKalb, Elliott M.
The Ivory Coast is thrown into disarray. The U.S. healthcare overhaul sees a twist, and Illinois experiments with cleaner energy. Good afternoon. This is Elliott. I'm with your WZUK News Update. Today's news, sports, and weather are brought to you by K9 Design, where your dog wants to be. In our top story, the president of Ivory Coast declared that he is dissolving the government and election commission. The move throws into doubt the political reconciliation process in the divided country that had former rebels serving in top ministerial posts. In the recorded message broadcast on national television, President Laurent Gbagbo said the government is dissolved, but he specified that former rebel leader Guillermo Soro will stay on to help form a new government. Chaos continues overseas. Officials in Norway say 200 workers have been evacuated because of a gas leak at the country's biggest oil refinery. Oil company Statoil says the leak was stopped shortly after an alarm went off Monday at the Mongstad facility on Norway's west coast. The cause of the leak was unclear. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. Moving closer to home for your national news, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid says he will support allowing the government to sell insurance in competition with private industry. That is, if the White House and Democratic leaders push a health care bill with no Republican backing. Many conservatives and some moderates oppose the so-called public option. It's in the House bill, but not in the Senate version. News abounds in Washington. Congress has set aside $5 billion to help states find jobs for people on welfare, but most states don't seem to want it. The federal government has just doled out $1 billion from the money set aside as part of last year's stimulus package. Many states haven't touched it because they're worried about what will happen when the money runs out. Back home in the Prairie State, backers of the planned experimental clean coal power plant called FutureGen say the public-private venture envisioned for eastern Illinois has landed another corporate partner. Governor Pat Quinn and Senator Dick Durbin say Peoria-based Caterpillar is joining the FutureGen alliance that's comprised largely of coal and power companies. The addition of the mining and construction equipment maker follows a recent decision by Exelon Corp to join the alliance. But it's not all looking up in the home state. Bond was set at $100,000 for the chief of the suburban Cook County Regional Office of Education, who faces theft and official misconduct charges. Authorities allege 51-year-old Charles Flowers stole about $376,000 of taxpayer funds. The district is about $1 million in debt. Local sports teams are heating up, and so is your weather. This and more when WZUK returns after this short break. Tails are wagging and dogs are bragging about Canine Design, where they style your pet to perfection. Canine Design offers complete pet grooming, whether you've got a Chihuahua, a St. Bernard, or anything in between. Canine Design also offers training, daycare, and boarding. Canine Design is where your dog wants to be. Canine Design, 1605 South Main in Almington. Open 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday. Call 327-5122 for an appointment for your favorite best friend. Turning to the WZUK Sports Desk. It may be cold outside, but we're still talking about the boys of summer. Pitching great Greg Maddox has rejoined the Chicago Cubs as an assistant general manager to Jim Hendry, the 355-game winner who started his major league career with the Cubs in 1986, retired as a player after 2008. Moving from the diamond to the gridiron, Jerry Rice and Emmitt Smith lead a class of 7 new members in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The NFL's career receiving and rushing leaders are joined in the hall by John Randall, Russ Grimm, Richie Jackson, Floyd Little, and Dick LeBeau. And on the hardwood, the Chicago Bulls trampled Minnesota 95-89, and the Sacramento Kings slid past Indiana 94-93 in overtime. Turning to your AccuWeather forecast, clouds will roll in later today, bringing flurries with lows plummeting into the single digits. Tomorrow, the sun will peek its head out and highs will climb into the 30s. Monday brings more clouds, but highs continue rising up to 40 degrees, and the rest of the week cools down with lows in the 20s. That's the news for this hour, brought to you by Canine Design. Remember to keep your dial on WZUK for your news, sports, and weather. This has been Elliott. Have a great day.